Well, hello guys. What's going on? Chamber here. I know it's been a while since the last time that, even though I don't do swinging very much like used to, I do every day. I used to be able to tell you when I first start. Then I go back to recess, then back to that again. But always, but you guys probably know that I always using Swinger connecting to YouTube. But yeah, welcome back to another swing again. I know a lot of people that I was talking to your friends of mine about Hollywood in general, behind the scenes with Hollywood. And it still got worse and worse, and it keep getting worse. Not that worse, but worse in general for the bad Hollywoods, celebrities and movies when you hire a certain selectors. But before we get started, if you guys, want to know the truth about what's going on behind the scenes with Hollywood and what we should know, but if you guys are new online, please subscribe to my channel. Um, yeah, because we're about to do some more stuff, more linking. Also, wisely tell the truth, wisely the truth about what's going on in general with Hollywood. So please subscribe to me, social media, and let's get started. So, hold on, give me just okay. Perfect. Like I was saying, now we're gonna get started with Hollywood in just a moment. Uh, 1 second. Give me just 1 minute. Let me get through. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now. Anyways, like I was saying, let's get started. So, yeah, every time that I hear about people in Hollywood complaining about Paramount and Warner Bros. Not to be merged out. It's like it's irritating me. And we all been waiting for years. First I thought about it, then I wanted to with MGM, then I thought about it because my team and I been talking about it a while back. The DDers are finally safe now. All they got to do is get that, and I'm telling you, for what's today, the 18th, by the 24th, 23rd, when they vote for yes, and I hope they vote for yes because we need that to happen for merge with Paramount Warner Brothers. So that is that. We'll talk to the rest of that. But the other stuff that I hear about is Disney again. Even though we got the new CGI, CGO, I mean, new CGO. The new CGO, all we got is the new CTO of Disney. I feel like they should have hired him a while back because I think he did a lot better job. But at the same time, he don't know what's going on with Disney. And matter of fact, they should have hired him. And I want to shout out to Judge because the new CTO for that one because even though he fired the people who is again, I know sometimes we don't like politics, but again, I want to clarify for that. But somehow to we got to somehow to clear it up for certain things too, because it's been ruined society of what Hollywood is getting to this world nowadays. It's not good like it used to be. And then a lot of people's been complaining about Toy Story. I kind of do mind it just a little bit. Once that movie, once this movie does way and doesn't edit it, mess it up, then I'm okay with that. I mean, Toy Story has been here for a long time. You know, Now they're making a fifth one. We got half of that very excited, but half of my friends don't like it because they wanted it in. And yeah, I remember when I first watched Toy Story, it was the greatest of all time. Even though I wasn't allowed that, but I did remember I had a DVD that time when I was little. I got the DVD. The Buzz Lightyear was my favorite as a kid. I remember Buzz Lightyear was all time's favorite. That was my Toy Story favorite character is Buzz Lightyear. But the truth about the fact about this whole situation, if it doesn't do right, and again, even though if once they focus on it with no politics and anything, and don't focus on that and doesn't mess things up behind the scenes, because oh my god, man, I can't believe that I watched The Lightyear. Like it's really irritating me right now. Like I remember like 3 years ago when in school when we watched Lightyear in school way before I go there to work to LSC. We watched Lightyears in school. And they don't realize it's politics. It's well, this movie is not good. You really force on just towards kids. And I don't remember the artist, even Snoop Dogg, that I watched the video and that even though he does know the point about that too. Even though sometimes he really wrong. Don't get me wrong. But I know he does has a point for that too. Well, it's getting to the point that you want to force on kids and talk kids and think it's okay for that. They didn't did it to us when we was younger. When we was their age, they never allowed that because they will be in big trouble if they did something like this at that time. There will be consequences when they can. They never do that dirty stuff when we were younger because they will be in trouble. But if it was back in the day, if they did something like this, the people complain about this, yeah, they will be in trouble for this too. And it should never been happen like this if you allow them to like this. Because I don't understand about this. You think it's okay with that, but you don't force kids like that. And it's really pissed me off of how Disney become right now. And then you got the good CEO that they hired to, like you should have hired that good new CTO, Josh. And I want to shout to him by the way, because I know he tried his best, but you should have hired at least hire him sooner, like years ago. He would have done it better than Brian Iger. The guy did it really dirty about this. He did it so much dirty for what he did, and I didn't even notice about this as a kid until I find out when certain stuff with politics, and then whenever we realized everything what's going on with Disney behind the scenes, and everybody's spoken about this, that's the reason why I need to step in. I didn't believe in it at first and don't want to talk about it because I always, want to be talking about politics. I mean, always been the positive all the time. I always been the positive to focus on good entertainment stuff at the time. It takes me a lot of years to learn to step up and spoken about this. And look, it's getting way too damn ridiculous of what's going on when these certain companies when we got good movies. I mean, look at Top Gun, look at Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and a few other movies that hits pretty good. It should have been me. It should have been my films, because I would have literally having a competition against it if I would have had teaming up with certain companies like Paramount, Warner Brothers, and MGM, and even with Universally too. If they could change their logos back, because I'm gonna be honest with the new logos, I don't. I would prefer the old logo of the 1990s logo of Universally and the 2002 Paramount, the 1990s of MGM, or the 2000s, whatever. Um, and the 2000s Warner Bros. Logo, because that is ridiculous. You know, you know how it is when it comes to in general that we used to be had collected DVDs. And I also heard that Disney is getting rid of this new year. I don't know, could be Sony or Comcast. That is universal. Sony, Columbia, or Comcast. Because I know a lot of half of you guys will be picking universally, and some of you guys will be picking Sony, who's also with physical media. I mean, I had a lot of physical media, but it's in the stores. My mom said it here. But I guess they doing it with, and I don't know a lot of, and I've seen a lot of people with that and being mad about it because they got rid of the physical media. I mean, it's been here for decades, since the 90s. Well, not in the 90s, but the 80s. Since they started to do VCR tapes, and later on, they started doing DVDs too in the late 90s from Japan. And then they started brought back to here. That's why they're starting to be hidden when we watch old movies, and including Blu-ray, DVD, VCR. That's all we go up watching on. And I don't sometimes don't mind about streaming, but not as too much when it comes to the DVDs, the VCR, and the movie theaters. When it comes to everybody, and I don't mind. I don't blame everybody because we all grow up having experience with DVDs, VCR, and movie theater, and we all grew up watching them. Because a while back, when I explained about this with about Paramount by Warner Brothers, and I'm glad they actually on it. If they vote yes by Thursday, and that is in 5 days, and they better see it because we all wanted to change. It's literally time. It's literally time for them to actually step up and fix things. And I know a lot of people will be waiting on the job of Warner Brothers, but at least they had a lot of money. They had a lot of money. They could find a different jobs. I know it sucks, but at least they got a lot of money that they can afford to find to go to different jobs to work on that they can work on without mess things up when it comes to a talented entertain yourself too. That's what I'm thinking about. Is that I mean it's kind of crazy that we live in this world. Sorry, it's kind of crazy we in this world that water stuff is happening to the like 1 second. Sorry, that was funny. But anywho, like continue what I was saying. I do like Budswear from back in the day. Oh yeah, but anyway, Buzz Lightyear. We got the two legendaries. Then once there, we got Patrick. Also, I do remember him. I did see him. He was a great actor. Also, hilarious. Family Guy, Open Season, certain movie stuff, including that too. He was hilarious. Shout out to Hey Peter. Everybody did his voice impressions, and this is crazy. What's up? How's everything going? How's you doing today? How's your day going? Mine is doing great. In fact, we just heard about this Hollywood stuff again. That I had to start link on these people. The people in Hollywood always complain about it, but I'm doing good so far. Just really, really pissed off about this whole situation. Yeah. I just remember about it. Oh yeah, I noticed that about what's going on here. This is getting way too crazy. What's going on? Like it's after 12 years of oh yeah. Yeah, I remember I went there a year ago. Me and the staff went there. I think we went there the other day. And this is crazy. Wait, they've been here for 12 years and I didn't even notice that. Yeah, something's telling me what's going on to this. My God, and it's getting way too ridiculous. This is the point that we live in the generation of this crazy world. This is ridiculous. This is rigged. Like I said, I don't even know what's going on here. This is getting ridiculous. So, but that's what we talking about. Hardwood. Will Smith, I don't know what's going on. I mean, he is the greatest actor. I was, and I'm gonna say this that I wanted to say this. Never spoken about this. When I heard about this, about what's going on with Will Smith because of his, I didn't want to believe it at first, but I was shocked. Like Jaden, we all do know was Jaden, Will Smith's wife, and this is really crazy. Like he should have like done this a long time ago, but he don't want to do it. But he has to. Like, and look how she did it with these kids too. Like literally, Will Smith, and I heard it. They're gonna end up in jail all because of the wife. Are you serious? Like careers over. They mess up his career. Well, almost mess up his career because of what Jaden did. And it's really, and this is the reason why nobody works with him because I don't know. It's all because of Jada. Jada is the one is pisses is really, and I know a friend and I has been talking about it. We've been talking about this the other day about Jada, and I once respect for her anymore. We used to watch her movie, but now it's getting way too ridiculous that he's trying to ruin this man's life, man. This guy is did all this work and maybe the perfect father, yes. But the husband, she's going way too far for this piece of work. And you want to use them. In fact, that doesn't even make any sense. Way too ridiculous, man. Way too freaking ridiculous. I don't trust the guy and what's he even done. This is way too ridiculous what they done. Maybe a same version of her who is actually a trick. But this, no. Way too ridiculous. Maybe I'll see her in the past. The prettiest her who is way more respectful and more common sense and attracted. But this one, this same version in this world, no, it's getting ridiculous. Let's see, Funny Customer was said, now I had 1.1 point, 1,000.01 K subscribers. I had plus 98. Wow, you're getting so big. You get in there. Now you got like 1,000 I need to keep up too. I definitely need to make money. In fact, I'm trying to get myself paid. You got more now. You got plenty more now. You got. I only got 1 point. For me, I got 1.332. Well, you got 1.5K, and I got 1.32K subs. So I got one of you. But I do need to keep up, literally. And that also make 1K 4K videos, and that's crazy. So hopefully I get more and more formerly. Oh my god, it's getting hurt. Man, I got so mad out of that time. Yep. Yeah, I definitely do. Yes, you had to wait. I got 1.32 K subs, so it's 1,000. If I get more, I definitely would definitely get plenty more. So, yeah. All right, let's get to the business. But everyone, it's been spoken about this, and I hope now certain movies and Hollywood in general, and yeah, Netflix that you told me the other day. If everyone wants to come in, spoken about this Hollywood stuff, what's going on nowadays, please join the stream. Everyone, you guys want to come in here and join me, please come in here so we can talk. Because Hollywood, get ready to get exposed for this one. Everyone who wants to join in, please come in here so we can make a chat. Yeah, join in. You guys can join me so we can talk because Hollywood, I swear, sometimes you did it really dirty. Saban was afraid of success if he had a doctor that goes in terms of our responsibility. I'm gonna be honest right here. Saban did it. See, so we all knew that Saban. Now, I'm gonna be honest with Saban about this. We definitely need to talk about this, Saban. Now, I'm gonna have to disagree. Well, not just for you, but for everybody. Saban made it for himself, but again, he's the one who actually did it so much dirtier. That guy did it to his own self. The Neil Saban, I don't even like it no more because of the storylines. Now I realize everything that certain actors, certain YouTubers are trying to explain it to us and tell us something. It took us a lot of years to learn anything. I didn't want to believe them at first, but now I do know because of the storylines behind the scenes. That is the reason why that we all wanted all these years and happening because it went bad because of behind the scenes. We were so curious when we were younger. What is going on? Why is it look so? Why is it cancer? Why is it look so bad? And we realized it now because of behind the scenes. It is all because the bond, because of the way it is. And Hasbro, I don't know what's going on with certain people who works with that. It's getting way too ridiculous. You know, I have friends that actually they've been watching, so they're trying to get this stuff as soon as possible. Welcome to our critical upgrade. But what I'm having a problem with was the bond that we all been smoking for the past 2 years. That's sweet. Yeah, 2 years. Because of the fact that this guy did it so much damage dirty. And he did it because of the way he did it for himself. And we've been said it so many times about Saban did. And only these two actors actually spoke out about this. One actor for Samuel and the actors. I don't understand about this. When actors try to ask you for it, when they ask you for something like Brennan Mahito, when he asks you something, you supposed to accept that. You supposed to accept it. I know it's a kid still, but still, it's really concerns that you really pissed a lot of fans off. Like this is, I understand that it's a kid still, but we all knew it. We know martial arts. We want more than that. So ridiculous. If I was asking for something, I would have been almost pressed and almost ready to quit. And I know how Buena Mihun is. I'm so sorry to you, man. If you watch this, I know how you feel about this man, about this whole situation. But again, it's behind the scenes when we trying to plan something. Like they wanted to have a call something. Yeah, have it. A new, a new set of powers and Mr. Force. A new chapter of powers and Mr. Force. New style. New chapter for same bond with the daughter of Madison and Nick. My own stories, not little bites. It sounds all from the forward. A new world magic. Uh, the new daughter became the Rangers' way of their destiny because the mother will be very proud if she was here now. That would be the grandmother. I really it's the 20 years anniversary of Mr. Force, but they never plan on it. They should have just like done that. This is crazy. They should have done that, but I feel like when Hasbro they trying to plan something for the anniversary, it never happened. Netflix 2026 films finally focus on a original franchise and original franchise and white siders content opposed other films chief uh, Dan Williams. Certain don't get me wrong, certain films is actually good, but a lot of projects what they did with certain stuff that fans that audience don't like about behind what it comes through, they really classed out and didn't win. But the way that they did and why we could afford to watch that, this is when fans, audience, and customers is cancel that because he wants you the way that he is too. It's so ridiculous. Um, oh my god. I don't know what's going on with Netflix now because before that they was on good to that and I was weird as everything. It's getting ridiculous. For me, it's night. Good afternoon. Sup, man? Sup? Here in the Dogoan release. What's going on? Good afternoon. I see some scenes on that, but I didn't see the clips just yet. Right, let me check this right now. They are bringing it back. The reason why, but I heard they are bringing it back too. If they can manage it to like get this focus on the materials instead of them trying to with this polish and stuff, because I don't like they messed this movie up. No, it's not official yet, but they're bringing it back too. Also, it's not original voice actor in the movie, and it sucks. Yeah, and that is the reason why they're canceling it because I don't know why, and I never even get to chance because oh no, it's a lot of people has been complaining about it too. That's just the reason why they canceled it until that's the reason why they put it on stream until they fired because of the vote. That's ridiculous. Like the vote. Oh my God, this is getting ridiculous because of this waste. Oh man, this I don't understand about this getting ridiculous, man. This is like we all been blindsided by it, and they fired them because of the wokeness. They should have fixed something, and it's really pissing people off too. We should have kept the people. They should have kept the original actors instead of them firing them. And it just almost reminds me of this also. That is so ridiculous that they fired them. They should have kept them. Like they're the ones who voted for decades. Like they voiced that. It's really ridiculous. And like I said, it's really missed with this, but they should never done this with this wasteless crap stuff over this. I wasn't this. No, no, it's really crazy. Paramount offer Paramount offer live sports, MBO, CBS, Nicktoon Contact, making the best for tradition TV fans. Well, at least it's even cheaper than this one than Netflix because at least he's cheaper than this. At least he's cheaper. Honestly, if Paramount was leaving name that wasn't a paying on their exclusive service, many people once buy a subscription to Paramount Plus. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the best that they put it on the string instead of the DDers too, because that would be a good idea for them to think until until the whole situation. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. Also, this reminds me of Netflix and Paramount want to buy Universe. Yeah, and yeah, they've been planning for a couple of months, but until around February, and Paramount has actually won that. And I knew that we all knew that they won that, and we all knew that Paramount was won that because again, it's been doing it for years. That those two companies, like Paramount and Warner Brothers, has been doing it for years. Let's see, they've been doing it for years. Well, Paramount and Warner Bros. Been worked together at this movies and they entertaining for years. Not only that, alongside with Comcast, even though I don't mind it too, because well, not Comcast. Comcast owns Universally. That I don't mind too, because I do love Universal by the way too, because they've been worked together since the '70s with networks, Alonso and MGM. They've been worked together with Warner Brothers since international since the '70s, and that you can I can tell you about the specific history about them working together. That one. Have you watched it when you were a child? Yeah, I did. I remember watching that Witty Ones, and I did play that game. It's Avatar, by the way. No, it's actually Avatar, not that one. I watched Avatar when I was younger. You meant Avatar, not Av- I wasn't. Yeah, it's Avatar, by the way. It wasn't based so. Not the Avatar movie from Hollywood. Avatar of the Last Bender. I remember watching it as a kid, the show, the anime show. It was going to have a crossover between these characters, but didn't happen yet. Iger, what's going on, man? On Power Ranger, man. Yeah, we used to do that. I used to make him. I used to do a. Me and him did a fan war together. I used to do, and I always do that. I gotta do this tomorrow again. I was gonna do this today. I didn't get a chance to. I was so tired. That's the reason why. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my friend is playing stupid. TV shows tomorrow. Oh yeah, that show that I watched with Sylvester is really funny. Shout out to him. A huge collection of Nickelodeon, MTV, and Comedy Band. I did remember watching that again. It was funny. Peacock is better if you want to see some sitcom. The Office, Good Friends, Park and Weekends. Oh yeah, they used to be funny back in the day, and I remember seeing it. But now it's got, some funny years, but it's not as funny like they used to. WWE Network and NBL Saturday Football Night movies. Picture hits, including horror, and training movies. Years was that's what good. I just wish they brought this logo back because I like the old logo better than the new ones. Yeah, Disney got really worse. I don't know what's going on, and I know it's not the new CG. Well, they hired him, and he's trying to do the investment he did to fix things up. I really wish they would have hired him back in the day, 20 years ago, and this would have been making a lot better. This would have never been politics by then, than it happens in today. But no, but he was going to do the reboot. Wait, 3 hours ago. It still got to do with the reboot. Oh, it's a comic plus today doing. Sorry, I was just so. Anywho, yeah, we literally wanted to be happy, but I'm glad they asked me for it. That's the reason why Paramount is actually buying it. Not only that, we wanted having it the upper totally actually a team and an other team that I joined when had the opportunity to work with them alongside with Disney, the new CEO now. He tried his best to get what is this thing, but the people who works with that is so ridiculous. And anywho, for when it comes to Netflix, I'm glad it ain't even brought it up because if they do, it would get worse. But Hollywood is always complaining about mergers, man. We got a lot of people complaining about in Hollywood and certain, not just the good ones, not the good ones. It's just the bad ones, the bad celebrities in general. And I'm blaming it. They always want to be spoken out about Paramount and Warner Brothers deal. Like, why do you guys think? Why did these people in Hollywood is fighting for this crap of this deal? Like they haven't even done it. All we actually wanted is for them to merge out to fix things. Just because you want them to be separate, it's not going to work that easily. Things have changed. Like I feel like The Hollywood stars need to wake up, or or that is just the main reason for it that you trying to ruin it so you can stay whatever. And it's not going to be disaster. So let's be honest here, it's not going to be disaster. Paramount or Warner Brothers, it's not going to be disaster. It's never going to be disaster. Because I'm gonna be honest here with the people who works with Warner Brothers, certain people, they had money. I know sometimes a little bit they deal about it, but they had money about it. You can find a different dose in general. And that's what I want to say this to Hollywood, the people who is bad person about this, they need to stop going against Paramount and Warner Brothers deal about it and let them to do it what they want. Because it's time. It's literally time. Just because you hate their deal doesn't mean you're not gonna ruin it and put politics to ruin this theater that has been created in the first place. Don't forget it. You wanted the theaters. But it's time. It's literally time to it's literally time to let this stuff is here too, because we trying to, even though I hear Hollywood complain about it, they can kiss their ass in the butt. Like it's ridiculous. In general, it's ridiculous. Like I am getting really fed up with these people in Hollywood complaining about it. Few of my friends would be mad about it too, and I gotta talk to two of my buddies about it, and then my friend Sky about it too. I haven't even spoken for weeks too since last time, because I know he's been busy a lot too. But we will talk about this again too. But I do miss him a lot. We used to miss a lot. Now, like I said, I haven't even watched it just yet, but maybe later on I will. But all I do remember this that I watched about it, but right now this is really been important about this later on. Um, I will talk it about, but right now this is really focusing on it. But Avatar said, you know, I will get to that after the sports right now, because right now we need to talk about some deals, a lot of stuff here. Because we got a lot of important stuff to when it is. But I will talk about specific stuff that I watched as a kid. I haven't even watched the clip of that because it was bad. But the animated ones that I watched as a kid, it was great. And I really wish they were kept the actors, the original actors, the classic, the OG actors, instead of them fire them. But even though I remember playing this game and on this old computer that I used to have, it wasn't this computer. It was the old computer, the square thing computers from back in the day. I used to have it all the time too. Not anymore, because things had changed since I don't know 20 years. It's been years and years because we don't even know how the world goes. Because I remember I used to have it back in the day. That the Avatar made it, but this one I haven't even watched it because I was busy with this other media stuff with my friends' lives too. I was trying to focus on my getting this done with my projects. That's the reason why I'm really focused on is focused on my project. Like I said, I haven't even watched today. I watched the classic one, the intermediate one, and the reason why I didn't get into getting the details of them watching it because of this, because I heard it is bad, and it does need the word. It certainly never hard far enough for that too. So yeah, man, 20 years of the game that I remember I used to play on it. I remember that my mom bought this game a long time ago, around '06. I was 4 when I first played it. Yeah, I do miss that game. Yeah, man, it's been years since I first played it. Like Last Airbender. I used to play this all the time, June night, and I was angered. I was mad about it. I couldn't pass the leg. I couldn't even beat this level as a kid. I was furious about this. I don't know. It's been years. It's been 20 years since I last played this game. I remember when they had us in Walmart. Yeah, man. Or Target or any of these stores they used to have. Yeah, they does change now, but they at least they had it in thrift stores, yada yada. You made it. Yeah, it's been years, but man, it's been years. But I'm gonna say this right now to about this. If parent, if they mu- about this, if they can fix it and somehow about this Avatar: The Legend of Aang, and they fix about what the movie's about, then I might check it out and review it and see how their problem is the original actors. It's not going to be the same because their voice, like, what is wrong with it? Like, you cannot fire these original actors. Like, and and I think it almost reminds me of, and it reminds me of the guy who voiced Beast Boy, Glenn. This guy Glenn who voiced Beast Boy from Warner Brothers, and the CEO who forced him to fire the Glenn for certain dumb reasons. That was like a year ago before this, and that's why Paramount is asking so they can hire, so they can bring back the guy Glenn, the actor who voiced Beast Boy, to bring him back, so he can return to duty because without him, none of the stuff would never been here too. If it wasn't for the president of the CEO, the president of Warner Brothers, and the CEO, and that is Dave Snyder. And I don't understand about this whole situation. and you're trying to attack people that didn't grow at too. So that is the reason why. Um, let's see, what's today? Today is the 18th. By the 23rd, and let me put it for you guys. Vote yes. Do you want if you want Warner Brothers to be bought by? Uh, yes, vote yes. Do you want Paramount to merge with Warner Brothers? Because that one needs to be changed too. I'm serious. Well, a lot of people who make some YouTube complaining about it that you want to stop the Gold War to merge up. This is going to merge there, and we're going to merge up with Warner Brothers right this minute, and we're going to, and then we're going to keep it that way. But not only that, the dinosaurs too that I watched is labor. Oh God, I don't even know what are they. These people are worried. I went to work the other day. I think people would be pissed about it, including my friends too, because I was going to tell him 3 days ago that I seen that. Yeah, they're probably pissed. They probably be mad about it too. I don't know when he's gonna be start doing it, but I'm gonna be furious to tell him this about this Weaver movie, Jurassic Park, that I seen like weeks ago about this. Weeks ago. So this is insane about this. So I don't know what to say. But anywho, Will Smith, if you watch this, like people, this woman is ruining your life, and I adjust you. Like you should have done this a long time ago, because we're trying to tell you to divorce your wife. Jada is nothing to you. Like you got to realize everything, and I'm talking about that. If you guys don't know what it is, like five 5 years ago, he smacked Chris Rock because they've been friends for a long time since the '90s. And this woman, Jada Pinkett Smith, he got her loudly to put a curse on him, while make him force him, control him to do this and do that, while he's been dating and cheating on him with some guys they dated. Like Will Smith needs to lose about it too. He needs to control his anger. He has to realize every day, man, to control his anger, man. That is the reason why it's not that you going after. That's called peace. You gotta get your own peace about it. Too. You gotta find a woman who actually cares and support too for your. That's that he needs too. Is when I watch the video about that, it talks me every day about it, and that is Will Smith needs to do is follow his footsteps, follow his own ways, his peace too. He needs to follow his peace too. Not only that, but his children too. He needs to be in squared and his peace too. The top of the billies too, like her, trying to control you. He needs to stop out and be a man too. So even though I don't like about AI, but certain stuff that they taught you everything. and it's absolutely true. You know, and it must be bad for this one for certain people, but water and lightning they taught us a lot of stuff about that too. That Will Smith needs to learn that to divorce the lamp and this tone that too. He needs to spoke on it. So yeah, that's my advice to you to find a nice woman who doesn't control you of feminism or whatever you want to call this to type of the abilities to whatever. But I will explain about this another time. But for Disney, yeah, my friends are really complaining about it. Tom Holland married to Selena, I'm gonna be honest here. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with one of my friends too. I mean, he's they both married. I mean, Tom Hogan, Owen, I support for the guy. But he will learn this one of these days too. Oh man, this stupid thing. Used to like her, but now I want to spat for her, man. But now I want some respect for her. Tom Holland, there you go. I'm trying to pronounce his name right. Tom Holland, Tom Holland. He's married to the woman he was for Spider-Man, who plays MJ. But yeah, the reason why he's spoken about this holiday, this is not only for him. Is you got like certain good actors, iconic actors that spoke us about this Hollywood, man. Guess what? They had a right to spoke out about Hollywood for not getting them credit. Um, hopefully stuff for they such and stuff that they did to these actors. That's ridiculous right now. It's like disgusting. It's like demonious to what they actually did. Not only that, you worry about power, remakes, greedy money, and politics. Politics, and even though these people complain about when it comes to the stupidness, remakes, sweet songs about this whole situation, it's really pissing people off about this. Like, I don't like the way when they're trying to ruin this with this wokeness idea. It's like part of the democracy Hollywood, and that is ridiculous. It's so freaking ridiculous. Like it's literally bullshit with it. Like every freaking hey, wait now, wait. I don't understand how, in the matter of fact, that I can't thinking about this. Like you're not trying to do that, but you won this society of hiring these bad actors, bad writers, bad stupid directors. Man, you shouldn't had learned it. It's bullcrap. Like this is ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous right now. Man, I can't believe this that that we all seen it and they had to go there. And I know I feel I know how the good actors feel about this. I know how we feel about the good actors, good actors. It's bullshit right now. It's literally ridiculous, and I'm ashamed what Hollywood did. And I don't even like the way the people who turn out to be bad in Hollywood always complain about it too, because you want Netflix to win. They was get over it. They're freaking was get over it, Hollywood. Like we get that. All you wanted, and you don't realize that it's gonna be turned out. You failed. Your lottery eye vision is messed up. They need to wake up and realize something clearly. And what we try to tell them something about it. A lot of people is trying to tell you something about this, and you didn't listen. This is the reason why you go woke, you go broke. And it's pissing me off about this go woke and go broke. The only reason we can make Fitz thinking to make money again, and they can fix up to make money again, and turn back to normal to be rich, to make money, to get better, to be noble, to get better, to be opposite. That's how Hollywood should be back 20 years back to the golden days like they used to. The golden days of entertainment, man. If Paramount asked me buying DVD, no. I'm at Warner Brothers, and they vote yes to Paramount to merge with them. Guess what? They're gonna have to deal with it. They're gonna have to deal with this. The people who is bad side in Hollywood, they're gonna have to deal with it. Because I don't get it how why in the world did they complain about it in general. Yes, vote yes if you guys, and I say yes to them because we want to see a good entertainment, good quality. This is not all about the Sunnyverse. All we care about it is saving it. And I said it multiple freaking times already. I said it and again, and I'm going to keep doing it once again. Every Saturdays, every Saturdays that I'm making this for you guys to know the truth about Hollywood. And I know we've spoken about this, but this is really irritates me about this freaking Hollywood about this. Because they always been complaining about such and such. They don't want it to be birds because they want to be independent. Look, I used to thinking about this spot too, but because if we had noticed about this, we would have been vote for universally about Disney bought Fox, 20th Century Fox. They should have had reason. They would have had won that one. And Sony, New Line, Marvel. Well, Marvel will be independent also, but will actually be partnership with them. But you know how it is when we had certain stuff, and it's really pissed me off. It really freaking does too. Like I don't believe this piece of crap. It's like I don't believe this piece of shit right now. because I'm done. I'm done. I'm what seeing hearing about people complain about this and certain people like almost half of the people that have a problem with that with the industry and stuff that became that these bad writers. I know how they feel about it, including my friends too, because I'm ashamed for what Hollywood did to this nowadays with this politics to our throats. And that's not gonna happen. This is reason why we swiping against them. We all against Hollywood complaining about merging like Paramount and Warner Brothers. And you guys in Hollywood wanted the audacity to be mad about it instead of you waking up. Grow up. It's time to let it pass by, man. Days have changed now. We need to bring back the old days again like we used to. It's time, man. It's time to change that because we are all had it enough too. I'm so tired of this. Like we are so through with it. We're done. Like we're going straight against them. And if it happens again, we all gonna go straight against Hollywood. And like we said, if it happens again, we're all going to strike against Hollywood too. If they keep acting like this and disrespect to and I swear, if we ever catch one of these people complaining, we all is going to fight against Hollywood because they're not giving us actually only certain people like per certain good movies that they give us. I don't mind is we're all okay with it. But what we had a problem with that is bad people in Hollywood that we're going to strike against them. The good ones that we watch today, like universally, they all get. That's why we watch. That's how you hand in these good movies and good customers. The bad ones that you're making us uncomfortable for the fans and audience that don't give them what they want. And when they complain about it, when they had criticized what this movie is about, when you try to put a bad actress, bad writing of the story plot of the movie's franchise that we all go and watching in, you make things worse. That's the reason why we all going to be going straight against Hollywood. Not the good Hollywood, but the bad Hollywood. We're all going to straight against the bad Hollywood because you're making the industry and the movie industry making worse for your egoistic ego, whatever you want to call this. It's like ridiculous that people, the bad people, and bad became the bad Hollywood, and it's like ridiculous. Like now, Hollywood is being ridiculous. The bad actors, we're all getting sweat against them. The bad celebrities, we also are going against straight against them because he's making the good actress looking bad. Hollywood is making the good actress, good actors, good directors, good writing. You're making these bad, talented people working bad right now. And that's why the good people, the good celebrities are spoken about Hollywood. This is the reason why they move on. And I'm glad, even though as a kid we didn't realize that, but now I know certain people left and move on to a different life. And certain people move to whatever and move, they make their own movie versus Hollywood. Because when I talked with LBT about this one, again, this is the reason why it's about Power Rangers alike. Like I'm serious about this Hollywood bullshit right now. I'm done. Like and like I said, if it really does happen again, it's gonna be piss me off again. Like And it's really freaking sucks right now. So, but we will gonna continue on this necessary about this. And certain people, if you watch this, like Hollywood is, you guys don't even realize that Hollywood is getting really, really worse right now. And I mean very worse. There's a lot of people who spoke about the stuff that they did with bad talented actors that they've been working for the entire life. When they've been planning to work on the stuff, they get the audience like Ice Cube. Um, yeah, he actually told the truth with Warner Brothers. And this is totally ridiculous about this. I don't care what Hollywood said about this. Just because you try to ruin somebody's career, they're still going to do it and shut them right down like that because they're trying to get the audience what they want. And this really pissed me off right now. This is ridiculous. And I'm so really freaking had it with these piece of crap. But you know how it is. But anywho, I gotta get some rest and exercise. But one shout out to Freddie Khan's classroom. Shout out to Colin and Brandon. Shout out to the official Hero Double Boy releasing and Iger. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody else for joining us on behind the scenes of Hollywood because this is ridiculous that we have to be spoken about this in general. I've spoken about this, but now I've spoken about this in this year of what's going on behind the scenes of Hollywood because I don't like the way how things go so far with Hollywood nowadays. And this has really pissed me off. It's pissed me the hell off. I don't like this Hollywood stuff anymore. And oh, I've been looking for it. People are talking crazy about this. Like, this is ridiculous. And then you got Godzilla is coming up. That some for. I mean, look, Godzilla versus Kong. People are very excited about it. And I gotta get some rest afterwards, but this is also your host. If you guys really joining this about what's going on, the truth, the dark truth about behind the scenes with Hollywood, we did this wrong. Please come watch this video if you guys even know about what's going on, and then a lot of stuff will be coming pretty soon. We might talk some same stuff, and then you talk, and then we talk about upcoming stuff. If I had to look at the video about the other concert creators spoken about this Hollywood stuff, yeah, they Disney got rid of that physical media that people who go out with this physical stuff. So yeah, if you guys are huge fans of my channel, please go in there and watch that. So yeah, it is night when I'm at, but we will continue on this Saturday. if we hear a lot of people up updates more, even though the gamers was getting worse, but I will continue on this. Plenty more stuff to go. So yeah. This is your host, Shamur. They call me Shamer. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later on. If you guys are joining that, please subscribe it to me. Follow me on social media. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this Hollywood, because it's gonna be plenty more for this. So yeah, don't stay tuned. So this is your host Shamer, and I'll kiss you guys later on. Peace.